How y'all doing? I'm Logan New, and I was grouped with three other gentlemen. The first one will be Nathan Rutherford. He had fishing equipment. The second one will be Ryan Monk. He had casting techniques. The third one will be Noah Rutherford. He had freshwater lures, and I'm the fourth speaker, and I got saltwater lures. So sometimes fishing, it can be a very frustrating but also very fun sport to do. I'm here to tell you about a couple of my favorite saltwater lures that will hopefully help y'all catch a bunch of saltwater fish. So to start off with, the first one I got, it's called a spoon. There's nothing special about it. It's just an average spoon. That's what we call it because it reflects like a spoon that you eat with. And there's no special way to, all you do is just reel. There's no really working it or anything. I normally use it a lot whenever I'm just trying to cover a bunch of water. Whenever I'm just seeing if anything's really moving or if there's laying up on the bank or whatnot. This is probably my best one to fish with in the morning, just to see, like I said, if anything's moving. The second one we got is a rattle trap. This is my favorite action one, because whenever you throw it out there and it's exactly like a bait fish, it's called what we call a shad. Whenever you go in the water, you can hear it rattle like that, and it's also good whenever you're fishing a lot of grass, vegetation. Sometimes if you're fishing a tree or something, it's real good to use. That's actually one of my favorite ones to catch fish on. The next one we got is the most ones that I use. It's called a jig head. It's a little gummy bait that you put on a fish hook with eyeballs. And it kind of does its own thing. It's a little rubber piece of rubber, and you can fish this many ways. You can sit there, you can fish it off the bottom. You can really fast. If you're spotting fish, you can throw it and reel it in really quickly. Or really, if I'm fishing with a spoon, what I normally do is I'll drag this behind the boat. I'll just throw it back there and let it do its own thing, because it works really good whenever it does that. And that's a couple of my favorite saltwater fishing lures. So, does anybody have any questions?
Yes.
One more.
Yes, I'd like to know what lure is best for saltwater fishing.
It just really depends on the type of day. If the water's low, you don't really want to use the rattle trap. That's whenever you want to use it in deeper waters. The spoon and both the jig heads are really good. That's my favorite one. That's the one I use the most because I fish a lot of shallow water. But if I were to take it fishing, we would definitely use a spoon. Next question? Yes.
Is there a certain color lure that works the best?
It depends. They always say if it's kind of cloudy outside to use a darker color. Why? I got no idea, but it works. And then when it's sunny outside, you want to use a brighter color. A bright red, a neon color, any type of color like that. So it kind of just depends on how the day goes. Next question? Yes, Miss Deanna?
How much do saltwater lures cost?
Well, they can cost anywhere from 2 cents to $10. It varies. I know this rattle trap is $10. The spoon varies from. This type of spoon would be $7. The regular one is about $3, and then these jig heads you get like 10 of them for $5. So it varies.
Okay.
Next question, Mr. Brad.
For best results, if you're using a spoon, do you reel it fast or slow?
Fast, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to kind of rip it to the water as a kind of like a bunch of bait. Say you got a school of bait, you see a fish working or whatever. Now if you see a fish just kind of sitting there not moving a whole lot, so you kind of run it past his face fast and it doesn't move, then slow it down a little bit. But normally when I fish, I rip it through the water as quick as I can.
Okay.
Last question, Skylar?
Can you use saltwater lures in freshwater?
Absolutely. A bunch of people use this rattle trap and both the spoon in freshwater at the lake and stuff, especially when there's a bunch of grass. The jig heads, freshwater's got a bunch of jig head baits. I know normally those just say redfish and stuff, but yes, you can absolutely use saltwater baits in freshwater for sure. And I hope y'all took this information into consideration, and hopefully y'all gonna tear up the fish here come this summer.
All right. Okay, thank you.